Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm going to try and keep this one as uncut and raw as possible. I just launched this email marketing strategy, this cold email strategy last Tuesday, and it's performing really well so far. This is a very high ticket client. It's a high ticket service that we're offering. And I want to break down how we've been able to have 14 positive opportunities from this campaign already. So really quick, just wanted to dive into kind of the specifics on what we've seen so far. This is excluding today's results, which I haven't taken a look at yet, but we've been seeing multiple good opportunities every single day. Opportunities can look like a booked meeting. They're interested in our service. They want to learn more. They request a Loom video or a rate sheet or something along those lines. So just kind of opportunities don't necessarily mean like, yeah, this is a sale. It means it's an opportunity to make a sale. So in 3,000 emails that we've sent, we've got a 1.6 reply rate, which is pretty good. You want to stay in between 1 to 2%. Obviously, higher is better. But we've seen a 1.6% reply rate, which for the industry that we're targeting and the service that we're offering, 14 positive opportunities it goes a pretty long way. The bottom line, the I guess lowest level of the service that this client is offering is $5,000 a month. So even if we close one of these clients, he makes his money back. So pretty cool there. I wanted to really go into how this system works, and I'll kind of break down each one of these flows. This is literally copy paste of what we've been doing, so you can hopefully integrate this within your cold email strategy. Real quick, these do implicate that we have had client success before. So within these emails, it says, we've done this for this client, we've done this for XYZ, we've produced this amount of revenue. So I wanted to create this one little red box for you, just in case you don't have any client work, you don't have any prior work beforehand. And really all you're going to do is reach out to companies and provide them free work in exchange for a case study, or just allowing them to let you show off what you've done for them, if that makes sense. So I just have, hey, first name, I came across your socials, thought I'd reach out, just starting my service-based business. This could be, I'm just starting my email marketing agency, something along those lines, lead generation agency, stuff like that. So I'm just starting my lead generation agency, let's say, and I'm looking for some clients that I can provide free work for in exchange for a case study or feedback. Would you be interested if I created a, let's say, cold email funnel for company name? Thanks, first name. So pretty simple, but I guarantee you that if you warm up your emails, if you make sure that the delivery is actually prioritized here, there's a lot that can kind of go into that. That goes a long way. You obviously want to have your emails delivered. That's a whole separate video in its own self. But instantly, the software that I use for delivering cold emails has a really good warm-up tool where after you upload all your emails, you just warm them up and instantly handles it for you. It takes about 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, depending on your preferences, the client's preferences. I would recommend 3 to 4 weeks just to kind of increase the rate at which your emails are going to be delivered. So anyway, let's dive into this. So I've got 3 different flows here, as you can see. So intro email 1, this is the subject line up here. Quick question regarding video. Hey, first name, I noticed you're crushing it in whatever industry space we're targeting. Came across your website and noticed a couple things that could help your company increase your audience on social in Q4 leading into the new year. So this is relevant because we're going into a season, and seasonal emails are very relevant, obviously. So if you're targeting somebody in Q4, they know that you didn't make this email, months ago, or this isn't like that, copy paste compared to a lot of the emails out there. If we can get as personable as possible without kind of, having to change every single email for every single cold client, that is the ideal way to go. Obviously, you're not going to create a whole separate email for every new client. That's just not sustainable. So the goal here is to get as personable as possible with all these mass emails. So Q4 leading into the new year is kind of a good way to do that, because we just crossed Q4. So they know that, we know that, it's kind of relevant. Long story short, we'd like to do this by creating so this could be lead generation strategy to, value add. So let's say if we're marketing to agencies, we'd like to do this by creating a cold email strategy to add 10 more clients by the end of next month. So you can kind of mix and match here and figure out which offer works best for you, but the offer is by far the most important part. So make sure that you have that nailed down. Shot a personal video for you. Is this the best place to drop it? P.S. We just helped this client produce XYZ. So that's kind of the framework that I use. And then best, first, last, CEO, and founder. So if they respond yes, obviously, go ahead and send them a Loom video. That's just priority number one. I like the Loom video system. I recently saw a video, I think from somebody that works at Instantly AI, that was recommending that you use Loom videos to actually get even more personable. Depends on how many emails you're sending, right? We're sending 600 emails a day. So the client that I'm working for has to make a lot of Looms because we've had a lot of people reach out and say, hey, yeah, send it over. But if you're sending like 100, 200, 300 emails a day, which a lot of people that's starting out, that's like a reasonable number for people that are just starting their cold email, you could do that because you're likely only going to get 1, 2, or 3 a day. So completely depends on the system, offer, targeting, all that stuff. But I like filming Loom videos. It just increases the chance that they're going to book a call with you because it's like you're talking to them face to face, but not really. And so I like the fact that kind of it breaches that next wall. It gets you in front of their face instead of just like writing behind an email. So that's why I like it. No response. And by the way, each one of these changes, so like this step to this step to this step is all 5 business days in between. So follow up email 1, hey, first name, just really simple. Following up on this, would love to send this intro video your way. And then obviously best, your first name. And then same thing here. Last time, kind of reaching out to them. Likely, if they don't respond on the first or second email, they're probably not going to respond on the third one. But it's worth a shot anyways. I like to send a third one. So hey, first name, bumping this one more time. Would love to send that video your way. If not, no worries. And obviously, if either of these respond yes, you're going to film a Loom video. And then hopefully the outcome is the meeting is booked. So you'll notice that at the end of these flows, I have shorter options to test that initial email. So for the first email, instead of having like all this copy right over here, which has worked really good for us, I will say, just go ahead and maybe shorten it if you want. It really is up to your opinion. I just have these shorter options to test if for whatever reason the deliverability decreases or reply rate, sees a dip. But really all I'm doing here is just kind of minimizing what I had in the first email. So, hey name, I see you're doing great things in the industry space. I noticed a few opportunities on your website that could help company name grow its social audience in Q4 and beyond. So again, marking down that Q4, kind of staying relevant to the times. We'd love to create a video content strategy to promote your brand across social media. So again, you don't have to do video content strategy to promote your brand. It's really whatever service you're offering and then whatever, the outcome would be. So like I said earlier, we'd love to create a lead generation strategy to add 10 more clients. That's just an example of one offer that you could do, but it looks different for everybody. So you could be like, we'd love to create, a free website for you in order to, increase traffic for your business. Different things like that. Obviously, that might be a little bit of a bad example, but you know what I'm getting at here. I recorded a personal video for you. Where's the best place to drop it? P.S. We recently just helped this client produce X, Y, Z. So that's the first flow. Let's go to the second one. And I will say too, if I have my numbers right, these are all very similar in reply rate, but I believe this one was the best performing one so far. So we've had a 1.9% reply rate, and the other ones are like 1.6, 1.4. It kind of brings the overall down a little bit over here, but I will say the first one is the best performing one. So just putting that out there. So let's get into the second one here. Intro email 2, first name, who's in charge of your video content? This I love because it puts their first name in the subject line, which in my opinion increases the open rate. Now, you'll see too, and I forgot to mention this in the beginning, that it says 0% click, 0% open rate. That just means that we've turned off open rate and click rate tracking, because once you disable that, it actually increases deliverability rates because it just sends your email as an HTML and not like a full, email. Like it's really hard to explain to people that don't really understand HTML, but basically HTML just sends as like plain text. But in order to do that through Instantly, you have to disable open rate and click through rate. So if I was a guessing man, I would probably say that the second flow has a better open rate just because the subject line is personable. So hey, first name, love what you're doing at company name and what you've been able to build. Super inspiring. We know that many companies like yours struggle to generate consistent business by utilizing, again, video content at scale. So this could look different. Obviously, this is different for everybody, but can generate consistent business by utilizing lead generation strategies, or this could be video content if you're offering video content. Simply put, we'd like to help. We recently helped this client produce outcome and benefit. We'd love to talk soon about how we can be an asset to your company. Mind if I grab 15 minutes of your time next week? So pretty simple there. And then before I go into these two, let's go to the shorter option real quick. So again, same thing, just kind of minimizing it down. Hey, first name, who's in charge of video content strategy? Love what you build at company name across your social channels. My team and I currently work with Netflix, producing premium video content across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Again, this is just kind of like for this specific client that I work with right now. This is going to look different for everybody. But if you have a company or a client that you're proud that you've worked with or you've produced good content for, definitely throw them in here. So that's a really good plus. Really good thing. And this client obviously has it teed up by working with Netflix. Really cool client. I would love to jam on your video content strategy and discuss ways we can help company grow on social and beyond. Best, first, last, CEO and founder. So let's get into the follow-ups for this one. So the first one is, hey, first name, my team and I recently crossed, and then you could do a milestone. So this could be like, we just crossed 1 billion views, or we just crossed 1 million emails sent, or we just crossed the $100,000 in revenue generated for our clients. If you have a milestone, throw it in there, but I would just throw kind of a cool little key point that sets your agency apart within this first follow-up email. Just kind of grab their attention if they weren't already grabbed. Were you able to take a look at my previous email? I'd love for your company name to be part of that growing statistic. Thanks. And then the last one here is, hey, first name, wanted to bump this one more time. This is my last attempt to reach you. No more bombarding your inbox. Would love to set up a done-for-you content system. Obviously, let's change this. So would love to set up a done-for-you lead generation system, video content system, cold email system, whatever it may be. That is guaranteed to grow your business. Let me know if you're interested. I really like the guaranteed to grow your business here. I always say in my videos too, like all you want to do is minimize risk for the potential client. That just increases the chances that they book a call with you. The less risk, the better. So just keep that in mind whenever you're creating your scripts as well. And then the last thing I have here is intro email 3, you're invited. So I like this subject line because it kind of gives off the vibe that like, somebody's inviting them from Facebook or Instagram, where it's like somebody they know, like you're invited. So I like the personability aspect of that. So kind of would increase open rates. I would believe so for this flow, just because again, it kind of targets their emotional aspect. I know it sounds cheesy, but it really does. Like if somebody says you're invited, I'm going to open it because I want to know what I'm invited to. Hey, first name, I came across company and wanted to reach out briefly. I'm the founder and CEO of agency name, boutique creative marketing agency based in, whatever city you live in. Want to share our most recent work with client, as well as our recent newsletter focusing on trends and news in the industry space. Cool if I send it your way. Hope this finds you well. So for this client, he actually has a newsletter that is focused on the industry, on the news and trends in the like entertainment space. Which is super cool and like a huge asset to his business. So we've been able to send that over and people have been really intrigued by that newsletter. If you don't have something like that, I would just create a digital product or something that's easy and free to use that could provide immediate value for the potential client and send it your way. So you could say, I want to share, if it could be anything like I have an email marketing like mastery PDF that I sell in a one-on-one consultation. And I could say, I want to share, let's say I want to share that email PDF with you. Mind if I send it your way? So it's all different for everybody, but really just find whatever works best for you. Again, if it's like lead generation, hey, I just built this lead generation, 0 to 10 client system in a week. Mind if I send it your way? And it just intrigues them and gives them more, credibility. It gives you more credibility when you're sending your email over. So it's all about creating credibility and minimizing risk for the potential client. Follow-up email 1 here is, hey, name, dropping the links here. So if they just don't respond, I just send it their way. Some people don't like it. That's just how it's going to be. Some people are just going to get really pissed that you're sending a cold email in the first place, and they just have to deal with it. I mean, that's just the way that it is. So follow-up email 1 is just dropping the links. Hope you can take a look. And then if they still don't respond, is, hey, bumping this one more time, any service needs we can help with. So again, the third email really is just a cry for help, kind of like, you haven't answered 1 or 2. Let's just see what happens with the third. You could even just not even have a third email in your system, but I think that it's necessary just to kind of like increase the chances a little bit of them responding and booking a call. So guys, that is all I have for today. I really just wanted to share some cool results of a recent client of mine. If this continues to go well, I would be happy to put him on the channel. If that's something that interests you, please leave a comment down below. Thank you again for watching to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.